Have you ever stopped to truly observe the world around you? The way light dances on water, the intricate patterns of a snowflake, the vastness of the night sky. We often take these marvels for granted, dismissing them as ordinary occurrences. But what if I told you that these everyday wonders might hold clues to a much grander truth about our reality? What if our universe, with all its complexities and mysteries, is not what it seems? This is the crux of the simulation hypothesis, a mind-bending idea that has captivated philosophers, scientists, and science fiction enthusiasts alike. It suggests that our reality is a highly advanced computer simulation designed by beings whose intelligence dwarfs our own. From unexplained phenomena to the very laws of physics, several intriguing pieces of evidence hint at the possibility that our existence is not what it appears to be. Join me as we delve into the uncanny, the unexplained, and the downright bizarre as we explore the tantalizing possibility that we are living in a simulated universe. If our reality is indeed a simulation, then it stands to reason that it might not be flawless. Just like any computer program, our simulated universe could have bugs, errors in the code that manifest as anomalies in our perceived reality. These anomalies, often referred to as glitches in the matrix, can be as subtle as a misplaced object reappearing where it was last seen, or as jarring as a person experiencing the same day twice. One commonly reported glitch is the phenomenon of objects disappearing and reappearing in a slightly different location. For instance, you might place your keys on the kitchen counter, only to find them missing moments later. Then, as if by magic, they reappear on the counter, exactly where you thought you had left them. Is this a simple case of forgetfulness? Or could it be a sign of a reality that is not as stable as we perceive it to be? These glitches, they argue, are cracks in the facade of our reality, offering us glimpses into the true nature of our existence. Perhaps one of the most unsettling and emotionally charged glitches is the reported reappearance of deceased individuals. These encounters range from fleeting glimpses to full-blown conversations, often leaving witnesses shaken and bewildered. Consider the story of a woman who received a phone call from her deceased father, a man who had passed away several years prior. The voice on the other end of the line was unmistakably his, filled with his familiar warmth and humor. They spoke for several minutes, catching up on life and sharing memories, before the line went dead. When the woman tried to call the number back, she was met with a disconnected tone. Had she imagined the entire conversation, or had she truly connected with her father beyond the veil of death? These encounters raise profound questions about the nature of consciousness and the possibility of life after death. Beyond the realm of visual and auditory glitches lies a phenomenon that is perhaps even more enigmatic: the reception of messages from seemingly impossible sources. These messages can manifest as cryptic symbols appearing on electronic devices, voices whispering from static, or even objects moving with seemingly intelligent intent. Take, for instance, the case of a family who began receiving strange messages on their answering machine. The messages consisted of garbled voices, electronic feedback, and what sounded like whispered words in an unknown language. At first, they dismissed it as a prank or a technical malfunction. However, the messages persisted, becoming increasingly frequent and intense. When they contacted their phone company, they were told there was no logical explanation for the phenomenon. These unexplained messages challenge our understanding of communication and the boundaries of our reality. The Mandela effect, a glitch in the system or collective false memory. The term Mandela effect was coined by paranormal researcher Fiona Broome. It refers to the phenomenon where a large group of people share a false memory of a past event. The name originates from the widespread belief that Nelson Mandela died in prison during the 1980s, while in reality, he passed away in 2013. This example is perhaps the most famous, but there are countless others, ranging from misremembered movie quotes to altered product logos. Proponents of the simulation hypothesis suggest that the Mandela effect could be evidence of glitches in the fabric of our reality. They argue that these shared false memories might be the result of alterations to the simulation's code, perhaps updates or revisions that subtly alter our perception of the past. Imagine, if you will, that the programmers behind our simulated reality decided to make a minor change to a historical event or a cultural icon. This change, however small, could ripple through the simulation, affecting the memories of those who experienced the original version. Whether the Mandela effect is a glitch in the matrix or simply a testament to the fallibility of human memory remains a subject of debate. Quantum physics, lending credence to the simulation hypothesis? The realm of quantum physics, with its mind-boggling principles and counterintuitive phenomena, has provided fertile ground for speculation about the nature of reality and the possibility of a simulated universe. One of the most intriguing aspects of quantum mechanics is the idea that particles exist in a superposition of states until they are observed, at which point they collapse into a single state. This suggests that the act of observation somehow influences the behavior of reality at its most fundamental level. This concept of observer-dependent reality aligns surprisingly well with the simulation hypothesis. If our universe is indeed a computer program, then it would make sense that only the parts of the simulation that are being observed would need to be rendered in detail. The rest of the simulation could exist in a state of potentiality, conserving processing power until it is needed. Another intriguing parallel between quantum physics and the simulation hypothesis lies in the concept of quantum entanglement. This phenomenon describes the instantaneous connection between two entangled particles, no matter how far apart they are. The nature of consciousness. Are we just lines of code? The simulation hypothesis raises profound questions about the nature of consciousness and whether our thoughts, emotions, and experiences are truly our own or simply the product of lines of code. If our brains are nothing more than complex algorithms running on a simulated platform, what does that mean for our free will, our sense of self, and our understanding of what it means to be human? Some proponents of the simulation hypothesis believe that our consciousness is simply an emergent property of the simulation arising from the complex interactions of the simulated particles that make up our brains. In this view, our consciousness is no different from the artificial intelligence that we are rapidly developing in our own world. Just as a sufficiently advanced computer program could, in theory, achieve consciousness, so too could our simulated minds. Others, however, argue that consciousness is something more fundamental, something that cannot be replicated by mere computation. The Fermi paradox, named after physicist Enrico Fermi, highlights the apparent contradiction between the vastness of the universe and the lack of evidence for extraterrestrial civilizations. Given the sheer number of stars and planets in the cosmos, it seems statistically improbable that we are alone. Yet we have found no definitive proof of alien life, let alone advanced civilizations capable of interstellar travel. The simulation hypothesis offers a potential solution to the Fermi paradox. If our reality is a simulation, it's possible that we are alone within this particular simulation. Perhaps the beings who created our simulated universe wanted to study human civilization in isolation, or perhaps they simply haven't gotten around to populating other parts of the simulation. The simulation argument proposed by philosopher Nick Bostrom takes this idea a step further. It posits that if it's possible to create simulations as complex as our own reality, then it's highly probable that we are living in one. While the simulation hypothesis offers a tantalizing explanation for many of the mysteries that plague our understanding of the universe, it remains just that, a hypothesis. We have no definitive proof that our reality is a simulation, and it's possible that we may never know for sure. However, the very act of questioning the nature of our existence, of exploring the boundaries of our perceived reality, is a testament to the boundless curiosity and ingenuity of the human mind. The search for answers to these fundamental questions is what drives us to explore the cosmos, to delve into the intricacies of the quantum world, and to push the limits of our technological capabilities. Whether or not we are living in a simulation, the pursuit of knowledge and understanding is a journey worth taking. Perhaps one day we will develop the tools and the insights needed to definitively prove or disprove the simulation hypothesis. As we conclude our exploration of the simulation hypothesis, it's important to remember that the journey of discovery is never truly over. The universe, both within and beyond our perceived reality, is filled with mysteries waiting to be unraveled. It's up to us, the inheritors of cosmic curiosity, to continue asking questions, challenging assumptions, and pushing the boundaries of human knowledge. So the next time you find yourself gazing up at the night sky, or marveling at the intricate dance of life unfolding around you, take a moment to consider the possibility that there might be more to reality than meets the eye. Keep an open mind, embrace the unknown, and never stop questioning the nature of your existence. For it is in the pursuit of knowledge, in the relentless exploration of the cosmos and ourselves, that we truly begin to grasp the vastness and wonder of the universe, simulated or otherwise.